The following program is a paid advertisement for the Stand-Up Putter, sponsored by FitnessQuest.
Believe me, the other guys in the foursome could have dropped dead. And they looked at my putter and they said, "Is that thing legal?" And I said, "You're darn right it's legal, and I'm married to it for the rest of my life."
You get down to where you're an 8 or 9 handicap, then the strokes come off very tough. But when I started using this thing, it knocked 5 strokes off my game, just like that.
This takes the guesswork out of lining up your putting, and believe me, that's half of the battle.
I cannot remember the last tournament I played on tour where I made 5 putts over 35 feet. So believe me, this guy's going in my bag.
Hi everybody, I'm Fran Tarkington, and I really do love the game of golf. Now what would you think if I told you that you could change one simple thing in your golf game and take 2, 3, 5, or even more strokes off your game? And Gardner, it's guaranteed.
Well, Fran, I'm afraid they might think we've been spending too much time in that 19th hole bar.
Well, maybe so, Gardner. But stay tuned anyway while 8-time National PGA Tour winner Gardner Dickinson and I show you how to say goodbye and good riddance to 3 putts forever.
That's great.
From the spectacular PGA National Golf Club in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, this is Putt to Win. Join host Fran Tarkington, 8-time National PGA Tournament Tour winner Gardner Dickinson, and LPGA President Judy Dickinson as we look at a sensational new golf innovation that promises to virtually eliminate what is probably the most frustrating mistake we see golfers at every level make time and time again. Also joining us for a look at this breakthrough, celebrity golf enthusiasts, basketball legend Dr. J, Julius Erving, singer-songwriter and scratch golfer B.J. Thomas, Olympic champion swimmer Steve Lundquist, and Washington Redskin most valuable player Joe Washington. All this and much more on Putt to Win.
Of all the different facets of this wonderful game of golf, nothing is more frustrating than putting. I know it is for me. I mean, you spend all that time, energy, and concentration to go maybe 400 yards in 2 shots, only to blow the whole thing on a 2-foot putt. Now, Gardner, this has never happened to you, I know.
Of course not, of course not. Fran, I don't think people really realize that putting is at least 50% of the game, and therefore the putter's the most important club in our bag.
Is it a momentum turner in a tournament, maybe?
No question about it. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a player blow a 2- or 3-foot putt, and myself included, and it ends up costing you the entire tournament. Drives you up the wall.
I understand what you mean by that, and of course, in the eternal quest for perfection in putting, I've tried every technique, every philosophy, every gadget, and Gardner, nothing has worked for me.
Well, I must tell you, it hasn't for me either. Until they came up with this new putter. I think it's going to do a wonderful job of solving a lot of our putting problems.
Really?
It's a new wide-based putter.
Now, Gardner, it looks like a lot of wide-based putters that I've seen. What is different about this putter?
Well, we got some marks on the top here which greatly aid a fella in putting, and I think we're going to show you how to use it.
Good. Okay, now this is a nasty 6-footer. Now, I miss a lot of these, unfortunately, and it just raises my score up. Now, show me how you can make this easier for me.
Okay, I think I got it.
You're lining up from the side. Oh, my goodness. Now, this is the real feature of this putter, right?
Yeah.
It stands up so that you can go back and
I can check and see where it is.
All right, so you're telling me you can see the line better from the back than you can from the side?
I'm sure you can.
All right, now let's look.
And where do you think I got there?
Well, you're left of the hole.
I think so, too.
So you can go back and make the adjustment.
How's that look?
Let me look. Now the putter still stands up, so we can see exactly what your alignment is.
I believe I got it.
You're dead solid in the middle of the hole.
Well, let's just see here.
Okay, now you're taking all the question of alignment out.
No, I don't even think of line anymore. I got to be sure I get this ball there.
That's it, huh?
Yep.
Okay. You make it look awfully easy.
How about that?
But what you've really taken out is one of the most of the anguish of knowing whether you're lined up or not, and you've taken that out so you can make a more positive stroke.
Well, I shouldn't even think about line anymore. Once I've pointed this putter where I want the ball to start, all I want to think of is distance to the hole.
Is alignment really important?
Oh boy, Horton Smith, one of the greatest putters of all time, thought line was everything, and I think so too. It always has been for me.
Well, I agree with you, Gardner, and lineup is just one of 3 reasons why this putter will take strokes off your game, and we'll cover the other 2 in just a moment. But right now, let's take a closer look at the most important club in your bag, the putter. The first putters sold on a regular basis came out in about 1860, and they look surprisingly like today's woods. Imagine putting with a wood. Well, the club head was flat, if that was any consolation. The next major change happened in the 1890s with the forged blade club head. And around 1959, Peen came out with what was a more shaft-centered putter, which meant a larger, more forgiving sweet spot and therefore easier, more accurate shots. Now, this is where things begin to get real technical, with important high-tech things like heel-toe weighting and moment of inertia. Hey, a golf club should look like a golf club, right? Well, here are a few recent variations that have hatched out of these high-tech issues. The pelt, the polecat, pin seeker, the bullseye, zebra, the zap, the cash in, right down to the oversized ZT putter that Jack Nicklaus shocked the golf world with by using to win the '86 Masters tournament. Whew. Gardner, there have been all kind of changes in putters.
Well, you know, there have been a lot of putters on the market, but you know, there's still three problems with putting. They won't change. One of them's alignment. The other one is the path the putter follows on the backswing and the follow-through. And the other one's distance to the hole. It's not complicated, it's just that simple.
Sounds pretty simple to me. Which brings us to the man who has solved all three of these problems with his phenomenal stand-up putter, Roger Evans. Now, Gardner, I understand you owe this man a debt of gratitude.
Just as long as it's gratitude, not cash.
Not cash, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, we were playing the Sun Tree Seniors up in Melbourne, and I came out to the putting green in the morning before the first round, and Roger was out there with his prototype stand-up putters, and I said, let me try that. Well, I made them all on the putting green. I said, I'm taking this with me. So I teed off with it. Didn't play particularly well, but all right. And I came to the last hole, and I had a 25-footer downhill for a bogey, and I made it to tie for first place in the Super Seniors with Charlie Sifford. Well, that required a playoff. On the first playoff hole, Charlie hit a beautiful drive, and I skanked one down there somewhere. I hit a pretty good second, but I was way short of the green. Charlie's almost on in two. I thought I hit a good pitch, but it was 35, 38 feet short of the hole. Charlie pitched it about 6 or 7 feet. I knew I was going to make this putt.
Don't tell me you made the 35.
I drained it right in there, and Charlie didn't get his putt to the hole. So I got $10,000.
Roger, that's got to make you feel real good.
Oh, it was the highlight of my life. See him win with this putter, I'll tell you.
Roger, literally thousands of people have tried to solve the putter problem. I mean, big companies have spent millions of dollars trying to do it. What possessed you to try to solve this problem when nobody else seemingly can?
As an aerospace engineer working on the space shuttle and being an avid golfer, I had one big problem, putting. So I decided to design a putter. I took the benefits of all of the competition and tried to put them into one putter, but what I found was that most of them were concentrating on twisting or the resistance, you know, to the putter to twist when it hits the ball.
Sure.
So we solved that problem. And then I found that I had an even bigger problem, and that was my putting stroke. So we designed a little practice alignment guide that would go on the top of the putter.
So what this is a training aid.
It's a training aid.
Okay.
It snaps on, and if you'll follow me here, you work it right over the top of the ball.
Yes.
So in a natural stroke, you split the ball, and you build a repeating stroke. And then, Fran, an amazing thing happened. As we stepped back and look at it, I was as shocked as you.
No.
It stood up.
Now, don't tell me that this wonderful breakthrough approach was an accident.
It was an accident.
Gardner, I guess you're very happy about that accident.
I
huh?
really am happy about that accident. You know, it made me a lot of money, and I think it's going to make me a lot more.
Well, right now we're going to watch highlights of some folks that put the stand-up putter to the test. They started playing a round of golf early this morning. Basketball legend Dr. J, Julius Erving, singer-songwriter B.J. Thomas, Olympic champion swimmer Steve Lundquist, and LPGA president Judy Dickinson. Now, they all are avid users of the stand-up putter. So to get a sense of how much this club has improved their game, we forced them to play the front nine with their old favorite putter and the back nine with the stand-up putter. We'll get back to them live in just a minute, but right now let's go over to the practice screen here at PGA National to hear from some folks who have the stand-up putter in their hands for the very first time.
Well, I am rather excited about it because I'm not the best golfer, and I'm probably the worst golfer in the world, but I've been looking for something that'll shave a stroke or two off. And just a few practices I've had here is just rather amazing. I was putting it in the hole, and I never did that before.
Yeah, I was out walking into the clubhouse and saw somebody using the putter.
And the guy asked me if I'd like to try it. I said, sure. And I sunk in 3 putts right off the bat. So either I'm going to have a wonderful day or you got a wonderful club. One of the two.
Well, I'm a beginner, and when you can sing, I sung 4 in a row there for a minute, and that's not my normal cup of tea. I mean, I don't usually do that well. So I was a little bit impressed with it, and so I kept hitting it, and I sunk much more than I didn't sink, and that's, for me, very, very good.
Here, take my old one. I want that one. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Why? What happened?
Well, first of all, it has lovely balance. Secondly, it's the first time I've ever been able to line up a putt and look at it at the same time. Most putters do not permit you to do that. If I would try it with this is what would happen. And I'd have to start all over from scratch, see. But your putter is really a great putter. It's a great innovation. And I don't know if you saw the shot I hit before on an incline. Zingo, right in the hole. What a feeling. What a feeling. It's a great putter, a great putter.
I just tried this club out for the first time, and I really am a good golfer. But it was amazing to me that as I walked back from my alignment on the putt, that I could see that I was consistently lining up the putt slightly to the right. And even if I doubted the club and said I must be aimed up at the hole, I would inevitably hit it to the right. So it was nice to be able to take advantage of validating your alignment before you took your swing at it. And I watch so many people. My wife would be the classic example that she always takes her little putter and holds onto it with the tip of her finger and tries to get behind it as hard as she can to check her alignment. That I think there's a lot of people that would really improve their putting by using this.
And that putter is really special. It really is. I have a putter that I bought and worked very hard to choose, but I can't do anything with it like I did with this one.
Okay, I hear Dr. J and company have finished the 16th hole there, and we're going to hear what happened when we come back. Hello, I'm Fred Holliday. Imagine right now taking 2, 3, 5 or more strokes off your game, and it's guaranteed. Now, maybe that sounds a little far-fetched, yet this putter, the stand-up putter, as you've seen during the show, is doing just that for golfers of all handicaps all across the country. And the reason is very simple. It solves both the problems of the putter and the problems of the one using the putter. Let's start with alignment. You know, most bad putts are caused by the putter not being lined up correctly to the hole. Now, the stand-up putter lets you step back and sight right across the head. Then you can forget about the line because you know it's set and relax. Just think distance and stroke. Imagine half the worry's gone, and it makes a world of difference. Next is the stroke itself. You know, if your line is perfect, but your putting stroke isn't, you'll most likely miss the putt. If you tend to swing inside out, you probably push the putt, miss on the right side. If you swing outside in, you pull the putt offline. The stand-up putter comes with this simple snap-on practice alignment guide that retrains your muscle memory to feel the straight pendulum stroke every time. Of course, once you've practiced with the practice guide, you've got to remove it for regulation play. In a recent survey, people who tried the stand-up putter improved their shots from a distance of 3 to 15 feet by a whopping 78%. Roger Evans was an aerospace engineer who worked with the NASA Space Shuttle program, and he had 2 passions, technical design and golf. And with a lot of research and a lot of hard work, he developed this masterpiece of practical high-tech design. It's very well balanced. It feels great in your hands, and of course, it stands up to let you sight a correct line for that perfect shot every time, even on an irregular or sloping surface. And of course, the stand-up putter conforms to USGA rules and regulations of golf and is completely legal for all regulation play. So just call the toll-free number on the screen, and the stand-up putter, the practice alignment guide, will all be shipped to you immediately for the low price of just 3 payments of $19.95. And of course, you have Roger Evans' unparalleled guarantee. Try the stand-up putter system. If it doesn't improve your game by 5 full strokes in 30 days, you can return it for a full refund. This putter could be the beginning of a whole new level of play for you, regardless of your handicap. Get that extra edge that lets you stand up to the competition. pun intended. Call now.
Putt to win with a stand-up putter. To order your stand-up putter, have your MasterCard, Visa, American Express, or Discover card ready and call toll-free 1-800-641-6644. That's 1-800-641-6644. And we'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $19.95 each, plus $9.95 shipping and handling. Or to order by mail, send check or money order for the full amount plus shipping to the address on your screen. The stand-up putter is guaranteed to improve your game by 5 strokes in 30 days, or your money back. For fastest service, call toll-free 1-800-641-6644. Now.
Point towards Judy. Judy again.
Starts that again.
They're lucky and they're good. Another good shot.
Go. Am I looking the right way?
It's a stolen ball. I'm going to take it's a stolen ball.
Stolen ball.
So I get a half a stroke penalty if it's dropped. It's kind of hard.
Well, we are looking at some of the action that happened earlier out on the front nine as Dr. J and company were forced to use their old putters. Right now, they're just finishing up on the 16th hole. Now, tell me, troops, what was it like going back to your old putters?
Well, that was a curse. And returning to the stand-up putter is definitely a blessing. And that front nine, I know I was 11 over par, and I 2 or 3 putted just about everything. And now I'm back to 1 and 2 putting, and I'm a happy guy.
Cost me money. I know you could see on the front nine that I missed about 5 putts putting the ball too far left. I just naturally set up 2 or 3 inches too far left, and I haven't missed one today. I'm even par.
Well, Dr. J, you're pretty upset with 2 putting, but I'm very happy. From 4 putting and 5 putting yesterday, and Judy set me up pretty well today, and I'll tell you, to be able to look at it and guide it into the hole has been a tremendous help for my game.
Judy, being the professional golfer, have you noticed any change in the back nine on how the guys are putting?
Well, I think this has been a dramatic improvement from the front nine to this nine. Everybody's lining up much better, and they've made a lot more putts, so I think the improvement's been dramatic from the front nine to this nine.
Okay, we'll get back to you guys when you are finished and see if we can talk you out of those old putters. Okay, well, you know, one question that always comes up is why is it so hard to line up a putt in the first place? Well, we're going to show you why it's so easy to line up the putt with a stand-up putter. And to help us, we have Chad Gessner. Chad, would you come over here? Now, is this the first day you've ever seen a stand-up putter?
Yes, it is.
Well, we're going to get Gardner to take you back here and help you with lining up your putt using the stand-up putter. So if you and Gardner will go back and you can get yourself in position to line up your putt.
Okay, Chad, let me see you line that putt up. Well, it looks like you're a tad to the right, but go ahead and hit it and let's see if I'm right. Yeah, I was right. Okay, put it back.
Try it again there, Chad.
All right, now, Chad, line it up this time.
Just like you did.
Just like you did. All right, now turn your putter loose and come back here and let's see where you are. What does that look like?
This looks like it's way right.
Way right? All right, let's say you fix it. Put your putter right in the middle of the ball. More in the middle. Attaboy. Okay, now let's hit it and let's see where it goes this time. Straight through. Yeah.
All right. Oh, nice putt, Chad. All right. Very good.
You know, the reason I discovered that people have so much trouble lining up their putts is their eyes lie to them. And there's a real simple way to see this for yourself.
All right.
Put your finger out like this and on an object, okay? Now close one eye and then the other, and you'll see the tip of your finger move. Well, that's called binocular vision, and it's the reason that you can't sight properly when you're in this line with a normal putter. But with the stand-up putter, you line it up from back here where you're getting a true line on the hole. You come back here and you trust that line, and then all you have to think about is how to get the ball the distance to the hole.
You know, Roger, earlier you mentioned guarantee to me. Now, quite frankly, I think your guarantee is outrageous, but please share it with me.
Fran, I've seen such great things happen with this putter that I feel confident we can offer the most outrageous guarantee in golf. Take 5 strokes off your game within 30 days, or simply return the putter to me for a full refund. It's that simple.
Now, Roger, this putter really works with skill levels that run the gamut between tour professionals and beginners, doesn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. We've got tour professionals, club professionals, all the way to beginning golfers that are all saying the same thing. Their putting is improved, and they're enjoying the game more because of the stand-up putter.
Great guarantee. Gardner, if you'll come on over, I think Dr. J and company are just finishing the back nine, and we're going to join them. As you remember, on the front side, they use their old putters. On the back side, they use the stand-up putters. Now, Judy, you're the president of the LPGA, and I'm going to put it in your hands. You watch these people play, the front side and the back side. Give me the bottom line, Judy. What happened?
Well, I tell you, Fran, to me it was absolutely amazing. I was a little skeptical that we could improve this much, but I'm looking at the card here, and we improved 15 shots. And the thing to me that was really something was that no matter what skill level putter we were, each one of us improved. I made 4 out of 5 putts in a row that I had, so I was pretty amazed at how well we did. Right, Dr. J?
No question, Judy. I know that, you know, from my front nine to back nine, there was at least a 5-stroke swing. And I have to credit it to the putting, just the confidence that I had that if I could take a good run at the hole, if I missed it, I could always come back and knock it in with the stand-up putter. And that's one of the clear-cut advantages for this putter.
Oh, I tell you, and also you got all my lunch money.
I'm glad to hear that.
Man, I tell you played great. And I loved it. And like Fran said, straighten out those short putts and don't pull them left. And I love the putter.
Well, I'll tell you, I was worse on my approaches today, but once I got on the green, I was able to knock them in, and that's a true testament to this putter. This is amazing, and I'm throwing mine away, my old one.
So now, does anybody want to hang on to those old putters?
No, sir. We're through with those.
You can have mine. You can have mine. I kind of think those old putters might be in the bottom of that lake.
I think you're right.
You can sink anything in within 10 feet, and you have that confidence factor. That's where the money is.
It takes a lot of variables out of it, and you're confident, and bam, you knock it in. I'm 2-putting my brains out. So it's a big difference, and to me, it's just confidence.
As a working pro, I think that the performance of the stand-up putter would definitely benefit every golfer, all the way from a low handicap to a high handicap, just from a standpoint of being able to get a very true roll, a very solid hit, a very easy alignment when you're on the green. Can easily shave 2 to 4 shots off anybody's round.
Before, when I walked up to the putt, I never really knew where my line was. So now I can stand behind it, eyeball it, and walk up and putt with confidence. So I feel like it's helped me by saving at least 6 strokes on my game. And that's where it all is, putting.
I was a 12 handicap before I got the stand-up putter. Now I'm a 7 handicap. And as a former tour caddy for Jack Nicklaus, I feel like I know golf clubs pretty well. And I know that this putter can help any golfer improve his putting stroke.
You know, this stand-up putter really is a great idea. Because alignment is so important in putting, you wonder why it didn't happen a lot sooner. Stand-up putter inventor Roger Evans discovered that because of the way the body and eyes work when you're lining up for a shot, you're facing one way and looking another. The eyes actually lie to you about the position of the hole. It's a physical fact. Let me demonstrate. Close your left eye and point to an object. In my case, I'm pointing to the hole. Now, change eyes so that the right eye's closed. My target moved about 6 inches. Now, this is called binocular parallax, and it's the reason that we misalign the putter so often. We can't help it. We're facing this way, looking that way, and one eye dominates. With the stand-up putter, we line the putt up by standing behind the putter and sighting right across the putter head from the rear with both eyes. Now, this completely eliminates misalignment for good. Next is the stroke itself. You know, if your line is perfect, but your putting stroke isn't, you'll most likely miss the putt. The stand-up putter comes with this simple snap-on practice alignment guide that retrains your muscle memory to feel the straight pendulum stroke every time. What all this obviously points to is better scores. In a recent survey, people who tried the stand-up putter improved their shots from a distance of 3 to 15 feet by a whopping 78%. So just call the toll-free number on the screen, and the stand-up putter, the practice alignment guide, will all be shipped to you immediately for the low price of just 3 payments of $19.95. And of course, you have Roger Evans' unparalleled guarantee. Try the stand-up putter system. If it doesn't improve your game by 5 full strokes in 30 days, you can return it for a full refund. This putter could be the beginning of a whole new level of play for you, regardless of your handicap. Just the knowledge that once you get to the green, you're deadly. It can't help but change your game. Call now.
Putt to win with a stand-up putter. To order your stand-up putter, have your MasterCard, Visa, American Express, or Discover card ready and call toll-free 1-800-641-6644. That's 1-800-641-6644.